How's it going, everybody? This is another episode of the Bombing Diaries with Garen. It's been a minute. I know it's been a minute, but I would like to say thank you for still being here. I've been busy the last month with a new job, so now I work a lot. Ah! And I also got a kitty cat. I got two, actually. We were coming home from Disney, and they were on our car, and we were like, hey, let's take them home, and we did, and my girlfriend was like, I want them, and they're so cuddly and amazing, and you wouldn't believe that they've been on the streets. I'm starting to think stop it. I'm thinking all cats, all cats should be on the streets for 6 months. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't come after me. But I really, though, because they're so well behaved. They do. They just love it. They love everything about it. They come, I'm teaching them tricks, teaching them their names. They're still kittens, so, they got their things, but they're great. But yeah, so this last month's been busy working, and then going and been recording and filming at a comedy show at the Comedy Boulevard. Been doing the Low Hanging Fruit show with Dante's the one who does that, and I'm over there recording it, taking photos and recording. And then I also do another show at the Comedy Boulevard on Saturdays. So I'm filming it, photos, and then I also get stage time, which is great. So that's been my mic time lately, which is great. It's like I'm able to do it, and it's been fun because I've been doing my same set that I honed in on last month, but I'm tweaking it here and there, and then also feeling confident enough in it to where I know what key parts are good, and then I get about 7 minutes or so on stage. So then I tweak and I'll sprinkle in new stuff that I have that I am working on to see if it works, see if it doesn't. So almost using it as a mic as well. So it's good to know. And then I had a Fourth Wall Fire show at the cafe 2 weeks ago. That was good. Smaller crowd, about 30, 40 or so and then half of them, a little less. There's a lot of comics, more what should I say? Small crowd, 30% were comics, 70% were audience. All the comics, everybody were very supportive, but it was a good audience, funny. Got some tape from that. I might post some clips from that because they have a really good camera team that is outsourced. That is great. It's like a 3-camera setup, everything 1, 2, back audience, all this great. So doing that, that was fun as well. Anthony Amarello's Hardworking show is at the Comedy Store Belly Room on Labor Day, that Monday, whatever, September 4th or 2nd or something. So that's that night. And then, I just been doing that because I've been working. Got these 2 new kittens on 2 weeks ago. So I've been becoming more of a parent. I'm that person now who's posting photos. You're like, oh, look at them stretched out. Oh, look at them curled up in a ball. Oh, look at them just laying, that person now. Baby proofing the house in a sense. And then, going to the store after work and stuff, but not as much as I was the first few months, which is fine now because it's like I'll go if there's parking, I'll stop by, say hey. But for the most part, I definitely am, I laid in the groundwork at the beginning, so then now I feel, even if they don't know my name, know my face at least. So I definitely feel that's, that's this next step. But getting out there more in other mics, and which got me into this one that I'm filming, which then I get to do both the things I love, which is comedy and photography. But yes, I for sure am excited for, now that it's, I'm consistent with work while also doing photography and comedy, and even there's moments on it. What felt really great though, doing these last few weeks of shows, is I feel comfortable enough in my material that, when I listen to playback, it's not like it's roaring laughter, but it's also not big crowds anyways. But it's enough to where, in a sense, a compliment. The other night, there was a show where, I never know when I'm going to go up. It's just like, hey, I'm going to throw you up. We'll see what time. Well, the host went, and then the first guy went, and the first guy was great. It was funny, but just the audience wasn't feeling it. That first spot is kind of hard. And then, but like a week prior, I went up right after the host, and Anthony told me this too. It's like you got to either raise the bar energy level or keep it the same. And so I was like, sweet, I'm going first. And it was like he told me like right before it started. So I went, did it, felt good, and the show kept going. Well, then fast forward a week later, he was like, I'll put you up. And then so the host went, then the first person went, and the audience, it just wasn't feeling it. Like and I've seen this guy do good before, but just the audience wasn't feeling it. So then the host like comes up to me and goes, hey, do you want to go next? And I'm like, sure, I guess, And you got to put it this way too. I'm also exhausted at this point because I'm also now working mornings at one of my jobs. So I'm working all day. So I'm just tired by this point, but I'm like, screw it, which might be better, honestly, because I'm tired and I just don't overthink it. I'm like, let's do it. So, because it's now a point where I'm not even thinking about really my set until I'm actually like that week. Like it's a whole week in between. It's not like I'm constantly, I'm writing, but like not overthinking it. So anyways, he's like, yeah, you want to go up? I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Knowing specifically it's like I'm getting thrown into the fire. Went up there, and for the most part, not to my own heart, he even came up to me afterwards and everything. He's like, dude, I threw you into the fire, but I needed someone to get up there and bring the energy back. So I'm like, hey, that's great. That's what I want to be. If I can be that person who let's go, that's growth for me. That's the next lesson for me. Now, to say that'll work in a bigger show or anything, who knows? But for right now in this setting, it feels good to be comfortable enough with my set, tweak around with it, have, still get the laughter, know when it's coming. And yeah, it feels good. So that was something that's been cool over the last month, And then, yeah, I just, at this point, just trying to make ends meet with, have my 2 main jobs, which is mostly bars, pays the bills, and then now photography and videography is what's helping pay for extra stuff or pay off debt, put on savings. We're going on trips coming up. So that's what's coming in. And that's trickling in little by little. Each week I'm making a little extra, which is nice. But yeah, that's where that's coming in. So like I'm even going out there and going to possibly shoot a friend who's a real estate agent, just go in and shoot some of his stuff so I can get some footage of that. And anybody who needs real estate photos, let me know. Headshots, let me know. Anything, I'm there. I'm your guy. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And that's really what it is. It's just constantly going little by little, because I do find myself sometimes, right now I feel good, even going to my day job because I'm able to still do what I love other days of the week and at night. So that's where the passion is right now. And then having the, kittens to come home to, that's also nice too. But I do know there's a sense of I'm constantly, I don't know if I'm alone in this. I doubt I am, as far as just there's always something else to be doing, always something else. So I always have to pull back. That's why I also meditate, try to twice a day. This last week and a half hasn't been as good. Trying to still get on a new routine with the kittens and everything. So, but for the most part, I'm pretty stay focused on that. Optimistic when I'm at work because I'm grateful for it. You be grateful for your job that you have, Everybody is complaining about their work. Everybody complains constantly. Oh, this place, oh, this, oh, that. Yeah, I have a few jobs, and the same things are being complained about at every job. So if you just have your one and you think you're going to go find something else better, good chances are probably not. What has helped me, like I just said, is I'm doing something outside of my actual what's paying my bills, my passion. And the people who are annoyed by their life and at their jobs are the ones who are not doing something outside of work that is their passion. If your main job is your passion, that's amazing. You're killing it. But also don't beat yourself up if you just have your day job and you're still working on your passion. That's also something too. But it's the ones who just go to work and then come home, and I get it, you're too exhausted to even think about your passion because you're so overworked and over this. You have to find something. Little by little, every single week, you got to drizzle in a little bit more, If you like to, crochet on a Sunday or your day off for even an hour. Do something that is not just coming home just to relax because you've been on your feet or been at your job for 40 hours at work or whatever, and you feel like you're not getting paid enough and you can't make enough money. Find something. It's hard. I know it is, but that's the thing. You got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep doing it. Otherwise, you are just going to get in a rut. You are going to get in a place where you're sitting back and going, why am I still here? You know? Grass is greener on the other side. Is it or is it not? Or is it just greener where you water it? You know? It's a little bit of both, honestly, because yes, I think it's that constant change. For me, having 3 different options for jobs and not just a consistent, that fits for me because I do not have to stay at one place. I'm not at one place 5 days a week. Yes, I would lose my mind, even with me being doing my passions. But being able to be at one job for 2 to 3 days, one job for 2 to 3 days, one job here and there for 2, and then still having time to do my passion, and I'm paying my bills and I'm making the money to do that, great. I'm not making lots of money, but enough to where I can breathe. Because money doesn't buy you happiness. Yeah, but it buys you air sometimes. It buys you the ability to not feel like you're drowning. That's what money does. And then when you get it, how do you spend it and do it correctly? So I know this is a little off topic of, that, but it's the Bombing Diaries. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about different ways in your life that it can help you. And for me, my passion is stand-up and is photography and is helping others even. That's why I do comedy. Make people laugh. Make people enjoy their life a little bit more. So how can we do that, And I'm over here struggling. I'm over here growing. I'm over here living life just like everybody else. And you have to think about your health and you have to think about what you want in life. Otherwise, yes, you could be gone tomorrow. Or you could not be. You could live till 100 or you could live till tomorrow. You got to find that middle ground of how you're going to live your life. Are you going to live like, you only live once? Or are you going to live like, I hope I live forever? You got to find that middle ground. What you eat, what you do, what you put in your body, how you meditate, how you fitness, how you fulfill yourself. Got to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for listening. I hope to do it more regularly. Again, got a new camera, so I'm figuring things out. Please follow along. Please like, post. Appreciate it. The Bombing Diaries on social media. I think YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Leave you with this. If there's one thing that you've been putting off for the last month, one thing that you've been putting off doing for the last night, whether it's cleaning that one spot in your house or whether it's going to that new coffee shop or whether it's not, figure out something this week to do that puts you towards actually accomplishing that. Whether it is doing it or getting that cleaning solution to clean that place or it's making that reservation to go to that place. I don't know. Do it this week. That's what I'm telling you to do. All right? Let's do it. Let's bomb together. Let's grow together. Let's do this. Peace.